So 7 years ago, I started my business at the age of 16 years old. And later in that process, I reverted to Islam. Alhamdulillah. But what I didn't realize was that I needed to look carefully at every aspect of my business. The way I was earning my money, the clients that I was working with, the industries that I was working with, to make sure that I was building my wealth in a halal way. And after implementing all of that, I managed to scale past 6 figures, helped over 200 clients, and currently manage a team of over 12 people right now. And trust me, I've made thousands of mistakes along the way. But in this video, I will share the 37 biggest mistakes that you should avoid when starting out your business as a Muslim. And we will do that by using a process called reversed thinking. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm currently in the middle of a restaurant in Dubai downtown. You can even see the Burj right over here. And I hope you can hear me well because it's a little bit noisy, but I was in between meetings and I was like, hey, let me write down a few things in a completely different way than how you're used to seeing it online. Because most people are telling you like, these are the things that you should implement in your life and that you should do in order to succeed, in order to get rich and set up a business in the right way. But no one is really talking about the things that you should avoid or things that you should not do. And in my opinion, sometimes it's even more important that you know and understand the things that you should avoid or not do in order to succeed. Because 9 out of 10 businesses, like 90% of all businesses, fail in the first 2 to 5 years. So we should analyze that, right? We should analyze the mistakes that people are making rather than the things that we should implement. Because I think a lot of people are already know what kind of things you should implement and things you should do. But in business, it's more about evolving into this new person, getting rid of bad habits and making sure that you grow into the person that you need to become in order to succeed. So it's about making sure that you know what you should not do and you should stop doing in order to succeed. So in this video, I've written down the 37 ways in order to fail. So if you want to fail your business, then you should definitely do this. If you don't want to do this, then pay attention, because if you stay away from making these mistakes, then the chances are much higher to succeed with your business as a Muslim. And this is why I'm saying, like, as a Muslim, business as a Muslim, because that's also very important. We need to look at different things than the general people, Some people are involved in Haram industries and having crazy successful businesses in the eyes of this dunya, a lot of money, a lot of things like that. But we want to create a business that is not only successful in this life, but also serves us in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, also serves us to create good deeds and build an impact that serves us in the hereafter as well. So let's start. Bismillah. And the first mistake that a lot of people are making is actually what I just said. It's like not having the right intention, not having the right niyyah behind it. I know so many people, I've seen so many people doing business with having the wrong intention, like doing it for money, driving a Lamborghini. They want to go to Dubai to flex around, to go on a yacht, parties, girls, whatever. I mean, that's so empty. And even if you call that success in this dunya, then sooner or later you will find out at your deathbed or after you're dead in the hereafter, we'll find out that this was so meaningless. I mean, even Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, I'm here having a iPhone. I mean, even having 2 of them, one for private use and one for business. And I'm using a MacBook to record this. This man made a huge impact on this world. He created one of the biggest companies that have ever existed. But on his deathbed, he wasn't really proud of that. He was just thinking about his family, about the things that he did. And he really questioned life. I mean, you can type it in on the internet. What did Steve Jobs say on his deathbed? And he actually had a lot of interesting thoughts at that moment. And I think, especially for us as Muslims, it's really important that we understand what is the meaning of life. And that's also the second mistake that a lot of people are making. Not only the intention behind your business is important, but business is a tiny aspect of life, I mean, your purpose of life. Why are you even here on this earth, Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us as humans? And that's really important. If you don't understand your purpose of this life, then everything that you will do will not serve you, will not be beneficial for you, because the intention behind everything that you will do will then not be correct, Then, so what I would recommend, even before we dive into the more in-depth business advice and all of that, before you even start a business, you should make sure that you understand your religion in the right way, that you know why do you want to start your business. I mean, a good reason, for example, to create your business and a good intention behind it would be that you serve your family, that you make money in order to give sadaqah, help people that really need it, make impact, that you really make impact with your business in a positive way, because not many people are really able to say that. I mean, there are so many successful entrepreneurs that are making a lot of money, but being a successful entrepreneur doesn't mean that you are a right Muslim, that you are really making right impact and helping people. I mean, like I said, there are so many entrepreneurs that are involved in Haram and all of that. And yeah, maybe you can make a lot of money with that, but sooner or later you will find out that you will regret that really. So the third mistake that a lot of people are making is trying something new, something original, something that someone has never done before. And I mean, that's a great idea, but why? Why? Because I mean, we live in a time that everyone has already tried everything. And if something hasn't been done before, or it looks like that someone has done it before, it's probably because it doesn't work, or because it costs millions or billions of dollars, or a lot of advanced technology, AI, whatever. I mean, it takes so much energy and money in order to create something new or original. Why would you do that? If you're just starting out, it's very important that you do something that already works. Even I did it. All of the entrepreneurs that I know did that. Make sure to find something that works, try to improve it a little bit or make it a little bit original or anything like that. And then, because in the beginning, it's really about gaining experiences, and not about getting rich. It's also one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people are making. People are trying to get rich quick, and they want to make a lot of money in the beginning. And business is often related with money rather than impact. And I think it's very unfortunate because a business actually is an asset. It can serve the world. I mean, the reason that I'm able to create this video here for you is because someone had the amazing idea to create a software that is able to record your screen. I'm able to create this presentation, this document, because Google was so amazing to create this software for us. I have these glasses because a businessman created it so that I'm able to see. I mean, as a business owner, you are really able to make impact. And people are focusing on money. I mean, that's nice, but why? Why? If you go back to that purpose, the purpose of life, the purpose of our human existence is to create the best deeds, to have the best deeds in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's really important that we keep that in mind when we start. Also, mistake number 5, and it maybe sounds a little bit the same, but it's focusing solely on money. And getting rich quick is one mistake. But if you're okay with making small steps, but you're still doing it only for money, then it's why. Why are you doing that? Make sure that you understand the purpose of this existence and what you can do as a business. Because I've seen so many people that fail and so many people that succeed. But a lot of people that succeed are having a different drive, having a different purpose in life. Because if you start to make a little bit of money and you're okay with that and you're like, oh, I make money, nice. Some people are still going, some people are still going. And the people that still go are most of the time are the people that really have a big purpose behind it, having the right intention behind it, people that really want to make impact. And I think that's one of the most important things. The sixth reason, the sixth mistake is not having any deep work in your days. And if you know me, I talk a lot about this stuff. In my previous video, I've created about my routine and stuff. I created a whole video about it. Deep work should be bare minimum like 1 or 2 or 3 hours per day. Deep work, in a nutshell, means dedicating your time completely on the most important tasks of the day first, without being distracted, without having a phone next to you, without being people having to contact you or anything like that. Deep work means just complete focus on the most important tasks. Because if you don't have any focus, you cannot build a company. You really need to make sure that you dedicate your time in the right way. And if you're reactive instead of just proactive, then it's a big mistake. Focus is the most important thing, especially when starting out. Mistake number 7 is eating unhealthy food and not taking care of yourself. So you have to understand that when you start a business, you are the business. Because when you're starting out, most of the time you are alone, or maybe you have a business partner that you're working with, but most of the time you start alone. And you need to understand that your health is the health of the business. If you're not able to be physically there, or if you're not able to feel good or whatever, then the whole company will not be able to make money. It's also for mistake number 8 is not working out. It comes really close. It's like not taking care of your health. If you're not taking care of your health, if I decide to eat a big burger and a lot of chips and whatever before I go to bed, and I wake up feeling all miserable and whatever, then it's my bad. My health has a direct correlation with the business and the results of my business. So mistake number 9 is not learning from your mistakes. So currently, I'm giving all of my mistakes to you, so I hope that you can learn from them. But if you make a mistake, then you should learn from it right away and make sure that you don't make that mistake again. So actually, business is all about evolving into this new person. Like I said in the beginning, it's about growth. It's about evolving constantly. It's about learning from your mistakes. And you need experience in order to become successful. So the most important thing that you should do is learn from your mistakes. So if you don't do that, you will constantly be in the same cycle. If you constantly make the same failure, the same mistakes, then you will not level in life. Then the 10th mistake, very important. Actually, this one should be on number 1, is not praying on time. And on time is between these lines because some people are completely not praying and some people are not praying on time. They're just delaying it to the end of the day or whatever. But I remember that someone that I spoke to, a businessman who previously didn't pray on time, but then he started doing that. He said, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does is when you are not praying on time, so you're delaying your prayers, He will delay your success as well. I mean, that's the most important thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for worshiping Him, is the test of life. That all of these distractions that are going on right over here. I mean, in a couple of minutes, so I need to hurry up a little bit, but in a couple of minutes, the Adhan will go here. It's almost Isha. It's almost the night time and the prayer. So you need to prioritize that, You need to make sure that you prioritize your prayer because it also creates a sense of purpose. It creates a sense of reflection, rest along your day, focus, everything like that. If you pray, it's not only for Allah, it's not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't need us, So make sure that you prioritize that. Mistake 11 is taking advice from the wrong people. And what I mean by that is we should not take advice from people about business who are not in business. We should not take advice from people in business that are not having achieved any success. I mean, if I want to become a millionaire and someone who is not even making 5K a month, then how can he advise me? That's really important. And a lot of times of course, it's very important to listen to our close ones, especially our mothers, our fathers. But if we want to grow in business, we should look for people that have completely went through the path that we want to go on as well. We need to learn from the people that have achieved the success that we want to achieve as well. Make sure that, especially when you're reading books, when you're watching YouTube videos, make sure to do a little bit of research on who this person is, who's behind this video. I mean, if he just sells a course and you cannot even find what he's doing, then that's a big problem, Make sure that you only listen to people that really have walked on the path, have walked on the journey that you want to walk on as well. Mistake number 12 is not willing to learn marketing and sales. I mean, you can outsource this. You can outsource it to an agency, marketing and sales, whatever. But this is the most important thing that you should do in business. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do in business, and maybe you don't really like marketing and sales, and it's okay to outsource this or build a team around it, but you need to learn how this works. Because without knowing what marketing and sales is, you will not be able to grow. You're not be able to sign clients. Everything like that. Your whole growth as a business is based upon this, is based upon marketing and sales. So that's really important to understand. I'm not saying that you need to do this full time. If you not really like doing this, then you can outsource it in the beginning or whatever. But still, you need to make sure that you're really on top of the game, that you understand why you're putting certain marketing out there, that you understand how sales works and everything like that. Because if you don't understand that and you really depend on external people, then it's really it'd be a really big mistake. Mistake number 13 is not choosing one niche. Also a big mistake that I made in the beginning. I wanted to help everyone, like everyone. But if you're talking to everyone, also in your marketing, you're actually talking to no one, Choosing a niche is very powerful because you will, especially for me, for example, I'm in the agency world in marketing. Marketing, when helping one niche, is very effective because you actually understand that niche, you understand their needs, you understand their problem, and for that you can then help them also in a better way. And if you're helping every single one of people, then it's really hard to stay on top of the game with the right results and everything like that. And even if you're in one niche, people will easily recommend you to others, so it will start to go much quicker and expand much quicker than when you're not doing that. So there are many reasons for choosing a niche. Actually, when you're starting as an agency, it doesn't matter if it's in marketing, video, copywriting, whatever. Rule number 1 is choose a niche. Find a problem that you can help them with, and then start with an offer, not the other way around. So keep that in mind. Mistake number 14 is not having a must-have service. So what does this mean? A must-have service. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do, that you can provide for entrepreneurs that actually no one really needs. I mean, I started with creating logos and business cards and things like that. And I mean, people sometimes need that, and yes, you need a logo on your website. But a lot of entrepreneurs don't give a damn about their logo. They just want to make money. They want to grow. So you need to make sure that you really focus on a problem, a big problem that they have. What is your service like providing? What kind of problem is your service solving? That's really important to understand. So if you not have a must-have service, it's really hard to scale your company and make impact. So if you make sure that you not have a must-have service, then it will be very hard and probably become a failure. Reason number 15, mistake number 15 is buying stupid things. So the most important investment that you can make when you start out is in yourself and in your business. So the mistake that I see a lot of people are making when they're making their first money and stuff like that, they're completely buying stupid things with it. They're investing in so many stupid, all of the things that I mentioned in the beginning, buying a car, going on parties, going on a vacation, whatever. It's so stupid. You should really make sure that you invest in yourself. So that's something to keep in mind. Wanting to do everything yourself. So you cannot do this alone, really. It's really important that you surround yourself with mind-like people, with people that can help you to grow this company. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you're starting out your business, you have to start yourself, of course. But once you start growing, you need to make sure that the first things that you're investing on is a team around you, people that can help you, people that can advise you, everything like that. Invest in yourself, invest in your growth, maybe invest in a coach or in a mentor. You know, it's really important to do that to make sure that you grow. Because if you try to figure out everything yourself, then you will or fail, or it will take a lot more time than when you learn from someone who has already went through that path. Mistake number 17 is working with Haram businesses or industries. This is also very, very big mistake that a lot of people are making. A lot of people are compromising their prices, their values, and even the industries that they work with in order to make some money. But there's an hadith, and I don't remember the source, but it is being said that the Prophet Muhammad said that whatever you leave for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will not have lost anything. You will only gain something, whether it's in the year after or now or whatever. And I've seen so many people, so many business entrepreneurs that referred, for example, and they said, I've left completely the haram businesses and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me even more. They gave me something new or whatever, you know. So really keep in mind that never sacrifice this. This is one of the biggest mistake that Muslims are making. Also a big mistake that a lot of people are making is starting with paid ads. So they're thinking like, okay, I need clients, let me launch paid ads on Facebook, Google, Instagram, or anything like that. But I mean, it costs a lot of money and there are so many better ways to do it. And if you haven't tested a form of marketing organically, then I would never say do it in paid ads. So the first thing that you should do is we live in a time where you can just upload reels on your Instagram, TikTok, anything like that. And I would recommend everyone to just try that out, because if you have a strategy that works, you will get thousands of views for free, you know, and that's a free way of marketing. Also, cold outreach is a very important one, that you just outreach to everyone with videos like this. I'm recording my screen right now and I'm just helping you out, of course, but this could also be a sales pitch that I'm just sending to someone. I've done that so many times. It's called Loom. This software that I'm using is called Loom. It's very powerful. Mistake number 19 is not trusting Allah's plan. And actually, this is a very important one, because as Muslims, we really need to have sabr with the process. We need to make sure that we trust in the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if there's anything going wrong, you need to make sure that you learn from it. Everything happens for a reason, you know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything, even this video he put in front of you to learn. So make sure to learn from this and write down all of the mistakes, you know. It's really important. Everything happens for a reason. So never blame yourself or get depressed or upset or anything like that. Everything happens for a reason. So trust the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if you're starting out with business and things are going a little bit tough, or trust it, trust the plan. Being disorganized. So I know a lot of entrepreneurs that were starting out and were really disorganized. Everything was a complete chaos. Their inbox had like thousands of messages which are not opened. They had not a clear overview of where they document things. Their finance was a big problem. Their everything. And you need to really understand that business is, when you level up and when you grow as an entrepreneur, your responsibility becomes bigger and bigger by time. And the more responsibility you get, the more important it becomes to really have your things organized, to have a clear overview. Because really, I've had these times as well. And trust me, it's so hard to keep focus if everything in your head is going right. If you open your screen and you have not organized everything, when you help your clients will feel this as well. You need project management systems. You need to make sure that every to-do that you have is managed in the right way with the right systems and everything like that. So very important. 21, reason number 21, mistake number 21, neglecting family rights. So your family has a right upon you. You need to make sure that you spend time with your mother, with your father, with your brothers, with your sister, everyone. You need to make sure that I know so many entrepreneurs that are starting with a business to help their family in order to provide for them and take care of them. But then they end up working 100 hours a week, and they're not even being able to spend time with their family, with their daughters, with their sons, everything like that. Seeing that my screen is almost done, so I need to hurry up a little bit. Mistake number 22 is rushing into partnerships without research. I mean, I know so many people that are into a partnership in business, and but haven't really thought about it. Having a partner in business is so important to think about what you are doing. I mean, there are three reasons why you should have a partner. Either he has the money that you don't have, the time that you don't have, or the skill that you don't have. Only those reasons are valuable reasons to go into a partnership. But yeah, I've seen so many businesses fail because of making the wrong decision to work with a partner that actually was not beneficial or was thinking in a different way. Especially when you have a business partner that's, for example, not a Muslim. Then if you don't want to be involved in a different industry or a Haram industry with a client, and he wants it, then also a big problem. So make sure that you really research the man that you're going to work with. Make sure to check his background, what other people think of him, what kind of expertise he has, whatever, you know. Ignoring halal income sources. So actually, it goes a little bit similar to working with haram businesses, but you need to make sure that your income is 100% halal. Because what I said, you can have a little bit of money in this dunya, but then what? You know, this is going to be against you on the day of judgment. This is going to be a big mistake that you will regret for life if you are going to do it. You need to make sure that there's a lot of barakah in what you're doing, so don't ignore this. Reason 24, mistake 24, is no time for deen and self-care. So a lot of entrepreneurs are completely dedicated to their business, and it's important in the beginning. When you're starting out, it's important that you dedicate all of your time into your business. Let's say most of your time. But it's also very important that you prioritize your prayers, like I said, but also make time for your deen and your self-care. Your mental health is so important. And if you're not taking time for your deen, how are you able to prioritize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Everything that we do in daily life is based upon the things that we learn from the Quran, from the Hadith, and everything like that. So make sure to prioritize that. Neglecting customer feedback. This is actually literally the glitch that you need in order to succeed. Neglecting customer feedback. If you do that, then you will not grow. I mean, your customers are the force behind your company. You know, if they are happy, then you will be happy because they will be paying. They will recommend you to everyone, everything like that. So when you're just starting out, it's so important to ask every single one of your clients to ask for feedback. Like, hey, is there anything that I can improve? What was your opinion about this? In order to increase the service, the results, and everything like that. Reason number 26 is being too reactive. This is also a little bit about that no deep work and not having organized all of your things. I mean, reactive means that you, for example, I'm now really recording a video and I have my phone on silent mode. But if I would now have a call and reply to that and then record again and then do this again and then, I mean, this is what really a lot of entrepreneurs are going through. They're hopping from task to task and doing a lot of things at the same time. But then you have no focus it really takes 5 times more time to finish a task if you're reactive. That's why deep work is so important. Let me see. Okay, 9%, inshallah. Mistake 27, no long-term vision. People that are only thinking short-term, whether it's for getting rich quick or just making a little bit of money to help my family, it doesn't work. Please think long-term and create something that serves yourself, the ummah, the world, and just create something big. Because if there's not something big, a purpose that really thrives you, if you're thinking short-term, then probably if there's something happens tomorrow, you will just give up, you know? If you don't have a big purpose behind what you're doing, then most people are giving up, and giving up is one of the biggest reasons for businesses that fail, you know? Because if you just keep going, even if things are going wrong, then you must have a big purpose. You must have a big reason why you want it to be succeeding, you know? So very important. Lack of consistency actually comes really close to what I just said. You need to be consistent. You need to keep working and keep going if you really want to succeed. And trust me, I'm really going to say it right over here. I'm not, like I said, this is a very organic video. I don't big editing, whatever. Really take this from me. Business is going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a hard fight. It's going to be a hard time if you want to make it succeed. There are going to be so many things going wrong. It's really a confrontation with yourself. You're being confronted with yourself if you start a business. I remember when I started, I was 16 years old. I was like, oh, right, I'm going to take over the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a lot of money. Then I started and then I realized how less of knowledge I had. I mean, I had to learn so many things, so many mistakes. And I just written down here 37 mistakes, but I think I could even name 100 of them, 100 of mistakes that I've made. It's so important to just stay consistent, learn from your mistakes, what I already said, to just keep going. Comparing yourself to others is also a very big mistake. I mean, I'm showing right now that I'm in Dubai. I have a business, alhamdulillah, that is going well. And I'm hoping that I can help you a little bit with setting up your business in the right way. But don't compare yourself to who I am right now today. if you want to start your business, you should look at who I was when I started, when I was 16 years old. And trust me, you don't even want to see that. I was like this little kid with a lot of thumbs on his face, like not healthy. But I had a goal. And this goal brought me here. And of course, we should not forget that everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He guided me, and alhamdulillah, it's amazing how things are going when you really be consistent. Make sure that you compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Try to evolve and improve every single day, step by step. And don't make the mistake of you comparing yourself to someone who is already like a lot of time in business. This is one of the most powerful things if you do it. But if you don't do it, then you're making a mistake. You're missing out. Paying zakat on business profits. So I know a lot of guys that made Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a business partner. You can make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a business partner of your business, you know. So if you make a commitment of, for example, 10% of all of my profit goes to charity, zakat. Oh man, I mean, really, your world will change. Because not only you're making amazing impact and helping others, but the barakah that is coming from this is, no, I have no words for this. Please, if you are able to do this, please do it. Number 31, overpromising and underdelivering. So what does this mean? So in a sales call, you're saying, oh yes, I'm going to do everything for you and to your client. You're going to promise everything, but then you're underdelivering. I would rather say do it the other way around. A little bit underpromising, but over-delivering. Because if you start a partnership with a client and you start working with them and you over-deliver them, they are more likely to stay a client and more likely to help you to find other clients as well. They will recommend you more often. Mistake number 32, not investing in yourself. This actually comes really close to the mistake that I said of buying stupid things. If you're not investing in yourself, you're really missing out. The most important thing that you should do is invest in yourself in your future, because you are your business. What is in here, in your brain, determines if you are able to be a good sales guy, if you're able to have the right strategies, everything like that. So important. Mistake number 33, not maintaining modesty in marketing. I mean, a lot of people, and of course, in marketing, it really works to put a half-naked woman in there, whatever, astaghfirullah. But if you're doing that, you are really sacrificing your deen, you know. And that's, again, maybe it gives a little bit more conversion, a little bit more people are buying from your ad. But don't make that mistake, because it's a big problem on the day of judgment, you know. I mean, you can earn a little bit more money, but you will regret it at the end of your life. Reason 34, avoiding technology. I mean, like I said, we cannot do it alone. We need people around us, but I mean, technology is so advanced nowadays. I mean, ChatGPT can be your assistant. If you need a little bit of thoughts, you want to have some help, then technology and AI is really rising up right now. So use this to your advantage. Make sure that you use technology in the right way to succeed, because it really can save you a lot of time, make you a lot of money, and make your days a lot more efficient. So don't miss out on that. Mistake number 35 is underpricing services. I mean, there are so many people, especially when starting out, when they want their first clients, they're like, okay, normally it's 1,000 euros, but now 500 euros is fine. I need some money. But don't underprice your services. Understand what kind of value you can bring. I would rather say, make sure to add a few things on your service rather than underprice it. Make sure that you deliver such great results that people are willing to pay it. You know, it's very, very important. Mistake number 36 is impatience with results. Sabr is, I've said it multiple times in this video, sabr is so important. You should have patience with results, because if you're impatient, then it shows a lack of discipline and consistency. Because in the beginning, you should not be focused too much on results. You should rather focus on improving yourself and learning from your mistakes. So if you're impatient with it, then you will constantly be in the same cycle. I mean, it's so important to just have sabr in the process. Trust Allah's plan. I mean, do you start to understand that a lot of these things that I'm mentioning here are actually related to each other? It's really important to understand that actually most of the mistakes that are being made are in the same category. So write them down. And this is the last one, because I promised to give you 37 mistakes. The last one is waiting for the perfect moment. It's so important that you just start out. I mean, so many people that I know that are like, I want to start my business. I want to really start it, but yeah, I don't know, and things like that. I have my study, my business, my job, and all of that. I mean, it's so important that you don't wait for the perfect moment, because the actual perfect moment to start your business or start growing was yesterday. But unfortunately, yesterday is already passed by. So the actual best moment is right now. So make sure to keep going. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and guide you. If you're ready to make your next step, then I have a free event coming up some free information that is here, the first link in the description. So if you want to know more about this, then click there. It's all for free. And like I said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, make your business successful. Try to avoid all of these things if you want to have a success. But if you implement all of these things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then inshallah wa ta'ala, you will be successful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.